There, I just plugged the headset back in. Now, for me, that's much better. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, so if you've called in and you haven't muted yet, please use star six, or I'm sorry, um, yeah, star six to go ahead and mute. Okay, well, hopefully now most of us are doing a little bit better. Okay, so now here we are coming back to getting started. Okay, so talking about finding coupons, basically it saved my husband and I $7,000 this year and last year both to be able to maximize our savings, and that's why we're doing the debt-free seminars because it's helped us pay down significant amounts of our adoption debt. So let me make sure that we're going to start screen sharing here again. There we go. And so tonight what we're going to do is we're going to talk about finding coupons. You should be getting coupons each week for as many people that you have in your family. So if you have 5 people in your family, then you should be getting 5 sets of coupons. If you have local paper delivers the newspaper on Sunday morning, for 50, like it's like 50 cents, not even that, it's like $29 a year, so I guess it is about 50 cents a week. And so if you I'm not sure if your local paper has that option also, but in our area also we can go to the Dollar Tree and they'll have our Sunday paper often for half off or lower cost. I have seen people resort to even going into gas stations and asking them for the coupons that are left over, but basically, that's what we do is we get as many coupons as there are people in our family. So there's 3 of us. So we get ours from our paper. We get my mom's and we get my father-in-law. So every week we start with 3 sets. So basically, you can look sometimes in the recycle bin. Also at the post office, sometimes I've found weirdly, I'm not sure why, but I've seen coupons even there, whether people get them in their mail sometimes and, their P.O. box and they throw them out. That may be why. But, just kind of scour your area and also ask at your church. I know a lot of people in our church have left coupons for me in their Sunday school classes afterwards because they know what I do. So a lot of times you can ask your friends, your neighbors, they get the paper that don't use them. Or, worst case scenario, you can always just buy extra papers. So these are some options for how to get the inserts. So there's different types of coupons. There's insert coupons, there are printable coupons, and then there are also peelies. And so, Martina, I'm glad you are here tonight because I'm going to be going over some things that I did not go over in the other class now that I'm thinking about it. But there are definitely peelies is another one. When you hear us talk about peelies, we actually that's when you go somewhere and there might be like an actual coupon that you can peel off the product. So I was sharing the other night that with my saline solution the other week, I went to Walmart and right there on the package they actually had $1 off peely. So basically what we refer to those and then the other ones are blinkies. Blinkies are the coupons that maybe if you're in CVS and you have the little thing that holds the coupons out and it blinks, that's what we call blinkies. So there's peelies. I am so sorry, guys. I tell you what, we got strikes against us tonight. My dogs are already going to drive me nuts. So, anyways, peelies, blinkies, printables, newspapers, and also whatever you get in the freebies that come, when you order them in the mail. So that's the number one reason on the blog when I tell you guys, about freebies. I always try to remind everybody in my blog posts, hey, don't forget, this usually comes with a coupon. I've gotten a lot of coupons through ordering freebies over the internet. And so I love to, anytime I can order a freebie, I do because I just love to get those coupons that come with them a lot of times. I usually get it more for the coupon than the freebie, actually, a lot of the time. So those are some of the places that you can get coupons. And I'm going to show you on the blog how to get a printable coupon real quick. So we're going to go to debtfreespending.com. And obviously, if you look over on the right-hand side, if you come down to where it says see all coupons on the right-hand sidebar here, it will take you basically to coupons.com, and that's one way that you can definitely help us out. The blog for us is just something fun for me to do as we await adopting again. So if you'd like to help us out, please go ahead and just go through our coupon link here, and it'll take you to coupons.com. And obviously, you clip these coupons by clicking on the box where it says clip. And then when you're ready to print, you come down to the bottom where it says print coupons. And so they're categorized over here by the type of coupon that it is, whether it's food, baby and toddler, flowers and gifts, magazines, things like that. This is a great way to get printable coupons so that if you didn't get enough copies of the paper, a lot of times you can come to coupons.com and find them there. That is definitely one way that you can do that. So that's by going through the blog, coming over to where it says see all coupons and getting them that way. Another feature, I will try not to jump around too much, but the girls from my debt-free class know that I'm a little ADD, so hopefully I won't take you too many different places. But if you come down under coupons and log and you go to Red Plum, that is also another site that you can go to. You'll come down here to where it says click here and print coupons also off of Red Plum. I do try to feature several of the Red Plum and coupons.com coupons for you guys on the site daily, but there's always that chance that you're looking for something specific, so you might go just have a tendency to jump over and go on your own. But also many of these places go by zip code, so if at some point you are looking for a coupon that you think should be there and it's not, you can always try like 90210, or I've seen 30303 used a lot. That's another zip code option. So you have coupons.com and you have redplum.com, which is directly on the Debt Free Spending blog. So these are just two of the different ways that you can get coupons here. Another thing you can use on our website is the coupon database. So if you go to our coupon database, and actually it'll bring you to a searchable coupon database that you can search for any item. So if you're getting ready to go to the store, okay, and you want to look up an item, say like I've shown everybody Pure the last couple of days, but we'll go with Campbell's. Maybe we're going to look up like Campbell's soup or something. You just type it into the search bar, click search, and this is going to show you where those coupons are and if they're available and what store they're for. So, for example, another thing that I want to explain to you is that when you see anytime on the blog, these are some of the abbreviations that you need to know. When you get those inserts in the paper, SS stands for Smart Source. When you look at an insert, and I will actually just kind of Google that, but if you look on your coupon insert from the newspaper, you should be able to see directly on the top of right here, it'll say Smart Source. I know you probably can't read that, it's kind of tiny, but they actually say on the front of them what they are. Another one is like this one here, it's Procter & Gamble, that's PG. So anytime you're on one of these blogs, and whether it's mine or someone else's, and you see SS, that's Smart Source, PG is Procter & Gamble, and RP is Red Plum. Those are the three that are used the most. The other one from time to time you might see is Velasquez, but that usually comes out in like a Wednesday newspaper. So these are just some, these are the main ones, I guess I should say, that we're going to use for what we're doing. So those abbreviations are really important. The next thing that you want to know about those abbreviations is, it's just not going to come up for me here. Okay, but whenever you're looking at those abbreviations, that they usually have the expiration date around them. So let me come back. Okay, so here I have another picture here. If you take a look, it says Smart Source at the top. The other thing is, if you look at the spine in real fine print here, along the spine, I mean tiny, get your magnifying glasses out. Holy cow. Anyways, it's very, very difficult to see. You're going to want to look for the date there. So if you need to know what Sunday it's from, that date is written in fine print. And so getting back to our PowerPoint, we're going to talk a little about organizing your coupons. So once you get to start collecting your coupons, and you're going to have to decide how do you want to organize them. So you're either going to use the binder method, or you're going to use maybe the insert method. And I have a picture here on the right hand side of the binder method, and this is a Case-It binder, which I have right here. And tonight I'm going to be doing a lot of web, so I don't have as many of the PowerPoint slides as I do in our debt-free blog or debt-free webinars that we do. So basically a Case-It binder, I got mine at Staples. Until I bought everything for mine at Staples, it probably was close to $40, I'll be frank with you. But it is still one of the best ways, if you're going to do massive amounts of couponing, it's the best way to stay organized. Another option is that I went to Walmart, and for $4, I just used the normal, like you see the mom coupon holder that everybody gets, that just has the little pockets, where I actually had two of those that I kept in a bag. This was the way I did it for the longest time. And I actually then had another spiral bound kind of folder that had these plastic dividers that had pockets on the front of them, and then they were all clear. So in the pocket, I would put the store flyer, and then in the binder pocket, but then in the little pocket on the front, I put the coupons for that individual store, which was great because when I went into the store, then I just pulled the flyer out, and I had all my coupons ready to go in that little front pocket. But that's when I was really organized. So just know that sometimes you're going to be couponing on the fly, sometimes you're going to be couponing organized, and that's going to vary from week to week. So for me personally, right now I am using the binder method. I have switched to that in the last 6 months. So when you do the insert method, that is more where you're going to get like a file folder holder, and you're going to put the little hanging file folders, and you're going to label each tab by maybe a week, a Sunday date, or maybe you're going to go by month. Maybe you're going to do one for January, February, March, April, May, that kind of thing. And so what people do in the insert method is you take a Sharpie marker, and on the front of that, let me go back here. No, I guess it's okay. This is another example here she's showing of how she might label her. This is for the insert method. So actually what you do is you take a Sharpie marker and you write the date on the front in black Sharpie, and then this is more, to me personally, is if you're going to follow a deal blogger and only do their specific deals, is when you're going to use a method like this. But if you're going to be sometimes out in the store and needing your coupons, this to me is not always the best method. I know that a lot of people use this, especially though too, if you're going to be buying 10 or 20 copies of the inserts. This might be the easier way to go for you because you have so many that you're dealing with. Whereas I'm only getting 3 a week. I am not an extreme couponer. I do have a stockpile, but I don't stock more than what my family can use within the expiration dates. And what I don't use, I give to our charity that my husband and I started. Like I was telling you earlier, that my husband and I have a nonprofit where we help needy people, and so that's the main reason why we have sometimes extra things that we get. So basically, we actually, if you're going to be doing the insert method, like I said, then you're going to have to go back once you see where the matchups are, and you're going to have to go back and find these coupons. Where if you use the binder method, then you're already pre-clipping. So basically, the insert method, you don't clip till you need them, but the binder method, you're clipping in advance. So for me, my mom helps me not only with the blog, but she also helps me clip my coupons. So does my husband and grandmother, and all of us sometimes sit around the table and coupon. And so what we'll do is, we'll actually buy these little baseball card inserts. These are actually baseball card holders that you can get at Staples. And so I just have them organized by alphabetically. I have baby items. First I have air fresheners, then I have baby items, then I have dishes and cleaning that I put together, and then I have hair items, laundry items, maxi pads, makeup, and then medicines. And then I go to paper products, shaving, and teeth, and anything associated with teeth. So that's kind of how I do mine, and that's just all the non-food. Then I have separate binder, the back of the binder actually is for all the food items. So what I do is, because I have so many coupons I'm sorting through every week, in the very front before I get to the organized sections, and you can go as organized as you want, or you can go as least organized as you want. It's really going to be up to you and your personality on what works best for you. So I'm not going to preach any kind of method to anybody. I think you need to decide what's going to be best for you and your family and what you can handle. So, but in the front of my case binder, and also in my, let me back up, and in the front of my case binder, I have what I call definites. Definites are coupons that you are going to use no matter what. So for example, I have to buy saline every 2 weeks for my contacts. If I come across my complete multi-purpose solution coupons, I'm going to be putting that in my definites. So I either keep definites sometimes in an envelope in my pocketbook, because if I'm in a hurry and I'm at the store and maybe I'm not going to go home to get my binder after work or something, then I know I have those definites with me. So I try to keep my definites in some kind of plastic bag or envelope in my pocketbook at all times. And I also keep in my car, believe it or not, I have scissors and tape, and I have all my couponing things that I need. I do keep in my car, and so I have this little thing in the middle of my car where I keep all my coupons for like eating out, like so that if we're out and I know we're going to be eating out somewhere, I have all of my coupons there ready to go. Because the worst thing is walking away from a store or a restaurant and realizing that you had a coupon for something and didn't use it. That is like absolutely uber annoying. So you don't want to end up doing that. So going back, basically what we want to do is, let me go back again to the abbreviations. So if you are looking at the logit times, like I said, the insert abbreviations are SS for Smart Source, RP for Red Plum, and PG for Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble comes out once a month, the first of the month. The other two come out randomly and sometimes every week. So as you're looking here, you'll see here that this Disney or Marvel vitamin coupon is a $1 off one. It expires on February 14th, 2012, but it came out in the Red Plum January 1st of 2012 insert. And if there's any limitations, and if it can only be used for certain stores. Now, on our coupon database, sometimes printable coupons. Right now, here we go. So if you come down and you see it says Target store coupon or coupons.com, if you click on that, it will take you directly to that coupon. So really going full speed ahead. Is anybody have any questions or anything like that they want to ask while I'm going on here? Sorry, I'm talking so fast. Looks like you guys are kind of helping each other out, which is great. Okay, so the other thing is that so you're going to need to know some abbreviations, but when you go into your store, you're going to need to know your store's coupon policy. And so for a lot of the stores, what we've done, if you come to stores, all of our drugstores have the coupon policies listed, but even if you go to our drugstores that we carry, the coupon policies are usually listed on that page. So for example, let me try Rite Aid, and I should have a coupon policy there. And we usually have links to their weekly flyers. Yeah, or their weekly ads. So if you come down, usually you'll see right above the matchups, you'll see coupon policy and weekly ad. So that'll take you to both of those if you need either of those as a resource. And I also can add back in, I had almost all stores listed below here, but my menu got screwed up, so I'll try to put that back on the blog for everybody. Even if we didn't do the matchups, I had the weekly ad and the coupon links available for like over 100 stores. So I just need to add those back in. So you need to know your store policy. And so to maximize savings when you go into, for example, a grocery store, you need to know your stores, whether they have, I know that like Winn-Dixie has doublers and things like that. You need to know what the policies are for your store, because I'm not going to go over every single store. I mean, we can't do that in our webinar. You have to know, does my store double? Do they double up to how many? So for example, when you're in the grocery store and there's a buy one get one, this is the example I've been using in the debt-free classes, you're going to have a buy one get one deal. So let's say like let's use Nabisco crackers, and you have a buy one get one. If they're $3 for buy one get one, so normally they'd be $1.50 a piece, but if you have two $1 off coupons, you're bringing that $3 down to $1, and so you've paid 50 cents for each of those items. So this is, that's one way that you're going to be maximizing savings. When they have, like I know our local Giant of Pennsylvania, they have gas points. So if you buy so many items in this category, you get so much money off of gas. And so if that happens to be something that, that you can purchase, that's another way that people stack up their coupons to maximize their savings. So hopefully, where am I at here? So hopefully you have an idea of your store's coupon policies already. If not, get it, print it off, and keep it in your binder. That's what I do for my local stores. I know that Walmart in our area and all of Walmart's new coupon policy is that they do price match. And so one thing that I shared in the debt-free group the other night is to keep a price book. And so let me see if I still have that listed here. Okay, what we actually did was we were talking, yeah, here it is. A price book is something that you can keep in a notebook, but you also will want to list the food item, or maybe it's not even a food, maybe it's just the item. Maybe it's, Reynolds Wrap or something like that. And you're going to list whatever you use the most of. And then maybe you're going to put Walmart here, Harris Teeter or Harvey's or, Kroger or Meijer, whatever your local store is here. And then maybe another store in your area, Piggly Wiggly or something else. So whatever stores you shop most frequently, you're going to want to write the price down so that you know that you're getting a good deal. Because the worst thing about couponing is if you're going to go to the most expensive store and think that you're saving money just because you have a coupon, that's not the way to do it. You really need to know the prices, the items that you're buying, and you might even want to include a column right here for like ounce or size, because maybe you want to, if you want to compare apples to apples, you want to make sure that you're getting a good price for, whatever based on its size. So, for example, CVS had a deal a couple weeks ago on Bounty, and I price checked it out at Walmart, but when I went back to CVS with my ECBs, I was still getting a way better price. And if I'd have walked into Walmart and just bought those paper towels outright, I would have been wasting money. So you want to keep a price book, excuse me, to really keep track of, how much each item costs and whether you're getting a good deal. The other thing that we talked about in the class that I want to share with you again that I can't, talk about enough is that when you start couponing, you're looking to buy low. It's kind of like the stock market. You're buying when the price is low. Sales go on every item in every store about every 8 to 12 weeks. So you know that every 8 to 12 weeks in every store, every item's probably going to go on sale. So you need to stock up when the price is low. And so what I was sharing last night's webinar is that it was so hard for me to get past the thinking of, but I only need this much for the next 2 weeks. Why would I buy all this extra stuff? But the thing is, like I was telling them, just for example, Worcestershire sauce. I'm not sure how you say that in your area, but half the time we say it probably incorrectly here. But you actually, and it was on sale at Walmart for $1.36, but I had dollar off coupons. So we might go through like 3 bottles in a year. So I actually stocked up, bought my sister a bottle, bought some family members some bottles, and walked out with like 10 bottles of the sauce for 36 cents a piece. And so that is an example of buying when the price is low. It was a good price at the store. I had a coupon for it, which anytime you can get a product at 50% off or below, you're in a good spot. I mean, obviously you want to get to as close as 100% off or free. That's the idea of the whole coupon game, is you're going to be trying to get things for as close to free as possible. And so that's what we try to show you guys on blogs. So we're going to talk a little bit about the 3 drugstores that we feature and the reward programs that go with them. If you go to CVS, you're going to hear about Extra Care Bucks. If you go to Rite Aid, you're going to hear about the Up Rewards. And if you go to Walgreens, you're going to hear about Register Rewards. These are all cash back that you spend in the store only. It's not cash in hand. It's either a printable coupon, or in CVS, it comes on the bottom of your receipt. Same with the Up Rewards at Rite Aid. So if you see ECBs anywhere on our site, ECB stands for Extra Care Buck. If you see RR, that's Register Reward for Walgreens. If you see the word up with a plus beside it, that's the Up Reward from Rite Aid. And so we're trying to tell you, with your Up Rewards, you're going to get this much back. So the girls at Time to Save do Rite Aid for me. And so they're showing you here the Up Reward deals for Rite Aid that week are, for example, Theraflu, a 6-count, or Caplets or Excedrin 50 count are $15 for 3 of them, but you get a $5 Up Reward. So if you use this Rite Aid printable and you stack it with this $2 off one, or the $4 off 2, or the $3 off one, it can make it as low as free if you have multiples of that coupon. So if you buy 3, let's say Theraflu packs, and they're $5 each, but you have a $3 off coupon off of each of those, $15 now goes down to $6. You get $5 cash back, which takes you down to $1, but you've got 3, $1 off one, it might make it free, or it might even make it what we call a money maker. You're reducing the cost. That's a net net price of free, I should say. You might be spending money outright. Maybe you had to, to get the upper word, you had to spend the initial $6, but your net reward, or your net cost is going to be free, or you're going to be making money in what we call overage. So the idea is to make things as low as you can with stackable coupons, and that's another term that we're going to talk about is stacking. Stacking is where, like with the Rite Aid video values, you watch a video, you get a coupon. That's a store coupon for them. That means that you can in the same transaction. So, for example, I'm going to take you guys just to CVS.com and show you that they also have stackable with coupons. So if you come to CVS.com in the upper right-hand corner, it says in-store coupons. You'll take a look through their coupons, and it will also tell you these are all manufacturer coupons. And the way I know that is because there's no CVS symbol on them. So I can't stack these. Even though they're on CVS's site, they are not considered stackable. Stackable coupons for CVS have to have the CVS pharmacy logo. So here are two of the CVS stackable coupons. So if I have this $1 off Mucinex, I can stack that with a $1 off Mucinex manufacturer's coupon when I go to CVS. Same thing with this Isimo. Here's a $2 off coupon that I could stack with a manufacturer's coupon. So stacking, I noticed that a lot of the grocery stores that aren't even in my area, some of those grocery stores have coupons that sometimes either print out at checkout like a Catalina. That's the kind of coupon that prints out of the machine. It's long and it's thin. And a lot of times, even at Walgreens, they'll print out registry awards and Catalinas kind of at the same time. And so you might get a Catalina. You need to check all your coupons to see, is it a manufacturer's or is it a Catalina coupon for the store? So it just depends. And even sometimes some of the stores have printable coupons that you can print off for their store that you can stack. So that's why you really have to know that your local stores to find out kind of the ins and outs of, making sure that you know how to, save that extra money. So once you learn how to stack, then you're looking to, like I said, buy low and maximize your savings. And so that's why a lot of times we recommend following like a deal blogger, because we're showing you, we've sat down with the whole flyer and we've already gone through the entire flyer for you and searched the coupon data that you saw earlier for coupons. And we're showing you these are all the coupons that are available, and this is the best price that you can get this item for. So like I was showing them the other night, this past week at CVS for a Brita water filter, it was $14.99. You get $5 in extra care bucks, and it brings you down to $9.99. And then if you have this $4 off one, it brings you down as low as $5.99. This $4 off one came from the Smart Source on December 4th, 11. So that tells me where I could find it and where it expires. So, something else about CVS that you need to know is that CVS actually has the coupon kiosk, and if you don't have a CVS card, you're going to need to get one of those. Anybody that does not have, does everybody here have a CVS card for the coupon kiosk? And do you all know how to use the coupon kiosk is my question. Okay, so it looks like everybody has a CVS card. Okay, and if you have a Rite Aid, you would want to have a wellness card, because that's how you get your upper words. You have to have those. Yeah, they do, right. Okay. So the thing is, if you have a CVS card, you go into the store and you get the CVS card from them. You have to sign up for it, and then what you do is you go over to the coupon kiosk, which is the red tall, box-looking thing, and you scan your card underneath of it, and it prints out coupons. These coupons are awesome. I save so much money at CVS. It's just crazy. I get so much free stuff from there that it's just nuts. But because many times those coupons match the manufacturer's coupons that are out, which match the sale flyer. So that's why you want to continually watch those. But you go in and you swipe it underneath. It prints out your coupons from the kiosk, and then also what you can do is at the end of every quarter, it gives you that much cash, like a percentage of cash back. So like this last quarter, I went in and I got maybe like $7 to $10. just because I bought stuff there the last quarter. I get a percentage of what I spend there in cash back. And also, if you spend so much on beauty supplies, you get a $5 one every time you spend $50. And I get so much free makeup with all my deals and coupons that a lot of times it counts at full price, and I end up getting these $5 makeup coupons a lot. So those are other things that you can do, are stacking those coupon kiosk coupons with your cash back that you get from there with the manufacturer's coupons. Now, I've noticed sometimes that they don't always let me stack the the coupon kiosk coupons with like a CVS printable. Like I have noticed that sometimes they don't do that because CVS also has a magazine called Reinventing Beauty that kind of comes out every once in a while. And actually, what you can do with that is there are coupons in the back of it. And sometimes I've gotten them for free, but then my CVS the workers all know that I'm a blogger, and so they sometimes me up because I, give them a lot of shout outs. But the thing is, even if 99 cents, a lot of time there are a ton of CVS coupons in that Reinventing Beauty that comes out. So we're going to move on to Walgreens here in a minute. So let's just recap CVS. You get an extra care buck, you get a card, a CVS extra care card. You scan it at the coupon kiosk every time you go in. When you check out, you have to give that to them first. And then when your receipt prints out, your extra care bucks print out at the bottom of that, and you tear it off and you use it like cash in the store. I noticed somebody else also talked about the green bag tag. These go on sale for free a lot throughout the year. Well, they'll make it 99 cents, but you get the 99-cent cash back. So you're essentially, in the end, getting it for free. And so it's this little leaf-looking thing, and you tie it to your green bag tag. And if you take your bag in, and instead of using a plastic bag, you use your bag tag, they'll scan your card, and then they scan your little leaf on your bag, and every fourth visit, you get $1. Every fourth time you use that card, that little leaf card on your bag tag, you will actually get $1 back every 4 visits that you use that. Now, you can't use it more than one. You don't get credit for more than one shopping trip in a day. So it has to be 4 different dates. So to be honest with you, sometimes I'll just run into CVS on, a couple days a week, maybe 2-3 days a week, just to go in. It's close to me and I can run in quickly, and I'll just spend my CVS card at the kiosk just to see what's available to me. And so a lot of people have gotten a lot of that way. Also at CVS, you can't use ECBs on prescriptions or gift cards, but you can use it on milk, which is what's unique to CVS, because Walgreens, you cannot use it on milk. And so that's why I love CVS, because I can just turn right around and spend it on milk. We go through milk a lot here. So that's one thing and the other thing that I love about CVS is that I am able to take all my register or ECBs, and if I get, a $2 one and a $5 one and an $8 one, whatever, in the next transaction, I can use all those ECBs on that next transaction, where sometimes with Walgreens, it's very tricky. So we'll get to that next. Okay, so Walgreens, you're going to have register rewards. And register rewards print out like a Catalina's, or like just a Catalina. It's a long strip. And so what happens, and the other thing that I don't like about Walgreens, to be honest with you, sometimes, is that they do not limit quantities, where CVS, it tells you right in the flyer, limit 1 per household, limit 2 per household, which is why I have my card and my mom's card, because I shop off of 2 different cards. But at Walgreens, you actually, there is no limit. So if you have a coupon person that goes in at 8 o'clock in the morning, this has happened to me many times, they've wiped out my whole store. So by the time I go in, even though I'm there at like 9 o'clock, everything is gone. She's gone, she's bought all of it. So, that's frustrating to me sometimes, because I just feel like, I feel like at least CVS gives you a chance. So at Walgreens, these register rewards print out like Catalina's, and you actually can't use that register reward. You're not allowed to use that on the same product. So if I go in and I would want to get maybe, 6 of my saline solutions, and I buy the first one, I can't roll that into that same product or the same manufacturer even. In fact, it can't be like if you have Schick or Nabisco or whatever the manufacturer of that register reward came from, you can't use it on another Schick or Nabisco product. So even if it's not the same exact item, it can't even be from the same company. But the thing is, you still can get, there's still a lot of free stuff that you can get with the registry. So here what they're showing you is that there's a weight loss supplement for $10. You got $10 cash back to spend in the store. So you'd go up to the register, and you may not roll right away. I didn't roll at first. It took me a while to get on to rolling my transactions where I might have 7 or 8 in one shopping trip. And sometimes I have more than that, to be honest with you, with 2 cards. But I butter my, salespeople up, and they know me really well, and I'm really friendly, and I'm patient, and I wait till everybody else has gone through the line so that, they're not stressed out when I come up. So I kind of try to treat them really well. So that's a tip for you too. But if you, for example, here with the weight loss supplement, you pay $10, you get $10 back. It's essentially free. And then you would roll it into this Estroven PM where you would have a $3 off coupon. It would make it $7. So it would essentially be a $3 moneymaker. So it would probably, I would hand them. And the other thing about Walgreens that frustrates me is that you sorry about those pop-ups. The thing that frustrates me sometimes about Walgreens is that, okay, if I go up and I have one item, you have to have as many items as you have coupons. So if I have like this item, let's say I had, and I think sometimes they even count the registry reward as a coupon. I've seen that happen too, where you have to have as many items as you have coupons. So for example, all the time they're telling me I have to buy these Landies, which is just kind of annoying to me. But so be careful. It's a little trickier with Walgreens. You have to be a little bit more careful. We call it a filler. I see that you guys are talking about that too, that you have to use a filler item so that you can use all your coupons. It's usually like 25 or 30 cents, but it's still just kind of annoying. Another thing you can look for are like the really cheap folders at back to school time. Use those as fillers. Go through the store, look for the cheapest candy or gum that you can find. A lot of times, like if there's like a small item between 10 and 25 cents, get that before you go up to the register so you're not in line ready to check out and now you got to go run for filler items. So try to have a couple 10 to 25 cent items ahead of time. No big deal. My husband just eats the candy all the time. But anyways, so moving on. And then what you would do is I might take my Walgreens registry reward from this purchase, and then I would get this item. I would give her my $3 off coupon, but I would try to have another $3 item, which would be like this. Because see how that's kind of close? I might have these 2 items and a candy filler, which would be close to 10. And then I would give them the $10 from the first item. Okay, and so that's called rolling. That's an advanced coupon class. That is totally, I don't even know that you want to get into rolling just yet. So anyways, but that's where you do one transaction after the other and try to get each bill to come up to close to what your rewards are so that you're not spending cash out of pocket. So it's kind of like a fun game once you really get into it. So basically we have talked a little bit about, finding the coupons, organizing them, learning how to, let me back up. I forgot Rite Aid. Oh my goodness, Steph. Boy, I am really ADD tonight. Okay, so let's come over to Rite Aid. Same thing. They have the Up Rewards. The other thing about Walgreens that I wanted to tell you is that they have an IVC coupon booklet that comes out once a month. Keep your eyes peeled for that. It has lots of great coupons in it. You're definitely going to want to get that IVC booklet every month because you will definitely find matchups probably, on a monthly basis for that. So at Rite Aid, going back to Rite Aid, like we were saying, their stackable coupons are actually usually through their video values. So I'm going to click on one of these and hopefully it's going to take us to the Rite Aid video values where you have to sign up and you actually have to come to their site and then it'll show you different coupons that you can do, the videos that you can watch to get coupons. Let's say, it says watch now. So if I want some of these tailgate snacking coupons, I'm going to click there. It loads my videos and then I basically watch the video. At the end, I get the coupon. So this is just one way. I don't know why it's not showing here, but 10 cents off, 50 cents off. Okay, so I watch the video now. It goes through the whole video. And at the end, I've got my coupon. So let me turn my volume down here. Hang on a second. And it will stop, as you can see. If you have to mute anything or mix anything, it will actually stop the player. So you're going to want to make sure that you can't walk away. Oh, there's Alton Brown. So hopefully you get the idea there, and then you end up printing that coupon out. So that's one way. The other kind of tricks of the trade are if you print the coupons.com, a lot of these have a 2 print limit. Whether you're doing a coupons.com here or you're actually on coupons.com, you have a 2 print limit usually. And if you hit the back button, it will print it a second time. So they all have print limits to them. But what I do is I find another computer from somebody else in the family that isn't going to use it. So that's another way to get more printables if you do need them, is to actually, find another computer and to actually, to do that. Okay. All right. So hopefully you guys, just want to make sure. Do you guys have any questions? I feel like hopefully this isn't all review for everybody. Hopefully some of this is new, but anyways, I'll get to that here in a second. See if you guys have any questions. But so long story short, with basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, for Rite Aid, you're going to like I said, you either the video values and stack those with your manufacturer's coupon, or you're going to want to, that's mostly their, I don't know of any, does anybody know of any other resources for Rite Aid? They don't have like a coupon booklet or anything, do they? I only know about their video values. So if you know, okay, and Courtney, when you say rolling coupons, do you mean rolling transactions? Okay, we'll definitely do rolling transactions. So they have had coupon booklets at the pharmacy at Rite Aid, is what Laura's saying. Okay, good to know. So you definitely want to keep your eyes peeled for that all the time. And also, like I said, your grocery store. I know Food Lion. Actually, one day I went in, there was a breast cancer booklet there with all kinds of coupons. So I'm always coupons at the doctor's office. I'm scooping up medicine coupons. So it says at CVS, doesn't the registry print out say you have to use it the following week? Okay, yes, that's the other thing. All of these cashback rewards all have a date that you have to use them by, and a lot of their coupons that they print out with at your receipt, at the bottom of your receipt, they also a lot of times have an expiration date that you have to be really careful about. Okay, so rebates. We do post rebates regularly on the blog. That's another way. Are you talking about single check rebates for Rite Aid? My question is, I haven't done Rite Aid for a while. I guess they are probably still doing. Yeah, yes, Deanna, you can use it that day, but just before the expiration date, yes. But yeah, single check rebates, I will go over that too. The single check rebates are actually where you have to go to the Rite Aid website, and you have to basically fill out a number. Let me actually see if there's any on their site. Hang on one second. Let me run to Rite Aid. But when you do a single check rebate, you actually have to go to their website, and you have to. Oh, okay. You're talking about just rebates in general. Now, I'm not sure why the Brita company would not be taking the rebates. I don't know why they would. Maybe they reached a limit or something, but you would think they would honor no matter how many they received. Which is happening more and more now. But if you go up to, let me actually search for single check rebates. It might be on the left-hand side. I haven't done these for a while. But a single check rebate is also what you do is actually go on, and after you've purchased, here we go, right here under Save Now. If you look on the lower left-hand corner of Save Now, you'll see that there are single check rebates there. And so you go in, and you'd have to, instead of signing in, I would log in. And then once I logged in, it would basically give me an area where I would have to enter the number. And it shows you how to do it from your receipt. And so, yeah, but that's terrible about the Brita, by the way. I don't know why they would do that. That is not cool at all. KitchenMaid just tried to pull that on me, and I have a phone call into them right now. So basically, on the single check rebates for Rite Aid, this is cash back, but it takes 6 to 8 weeks for you to get it back. And so that to me can be a little bit annoying. And you can check your status at the top and add more receipts, and you're looking across here, you can see that. But it can just be kind of cumbersome to do this. But for example, I have done this with my saline because it's like $8.99 a bottle usually. So I actually go and I get my saline and I submit for the single check rebate to get it for free. So yeah, I definitely do that a lot. or if it's something that I'm going to get totally free, yes, I do the single check rebates from time to time, but not always. And you guys will all know your store well enough to find out what's your favorite store, what's your favorite cashback program. I think each of you will know that as you go, um, what your favorite one is. But also, if you just Google rebates, sometimes um, you'll just totally, that's a lot of the ways that I find them. But we to bring them to you on the blog also, so that what the rebates, the available rebates are for now. Excuse me. So does anybody have any questions at this point? It is we'll go probably, I don't want to keep going if you have questions, so I want to can you do 2, for example, 5? Okay. Can you just give me an example of what you mean? Can you do 2, for example, 5 at Walmart? So you mean like 2 for $5? Okay, so for example, like if you mean if an item's on sale for 2 for $5, because I don't know so much if they don't usually run specials like that at Walmart, but you're saying like a price match. Oh, do they really? Well, sometimes maybe our Walmart does, but if you do, well, first of all, like I said, just remember the other big thing I forgot to tell you guys is that whenever you are doing, yeah, that's what I was just going to say, that those other stores will price match. So you have to really be careful, if you see an item in another flyer for cheaper, you actually, can price match it at Walmart, and they will have to match that price from the other store. So keep your flyers. That's why I always say, keep your flyers with you, when you're going in. But 5 basically at Walmart, if it's $2.50. So if you have a $1 off coupon for each item, then it's going to take that $5 down to $3, and you're going to get them for $1.50 each. So hopefully is that what you're asking? I'm guessing is that, and you have 2 $1 off coupons, then you're going to get that for $3. If you divide that by 2, then that's $1.50 for each. But like if you price match it and it's cheaper, and you still have the the 2 separate $1 off coupons, they'll still take that, and it'll make it even lower with the price match. So that's something that you definitely want to make sure, all those kind of things you have in order. Sorry, I'm skipping from page to page here on the thing. Okay, so the other thing is, like I said earlier, buy one, get ones. Or sometimes you'll get things like 10 for $10. If you have 10 $1 off coupons, sometimes you can get that many items for free, which is why you want to check with your store to know, what their coupon policy is. And the other thing is doubling. If you're like Kmart's been running times, they'll do, like when they first started, they had double coupon day up to $2. So they were actually doubling $2 coupons up to $4. And once people caught on and they were getting all this free stuff, and they actually stopped doing it or making it as high. So now they'll double up to $2, I think it is. So you actually can go in and they'll double, so those are the types of sale, or coupon days, I should say, that you want to take advantage of. But I know a lot of the grocery stores have limited the number that they'll double. So I know a lot of them will say, okay, we'll double up the first 4, because now that extreme couponing has been on TV, they've kind of ruined it for the rest of us, because stores have really caught on, and across America, I will post a deal for a coupon, and sometimes literally I think people on Facebook think I'm kidding. It'll be gone in under like a few minutes, and because there's just so many people that are into couponing right now, and it's just really popular. So you have to be on your toes, which is why a lot of times with the Facebook, I feel bad when people, I'm posting so much, but I don't want them to miss it, because you have to really be careful. So also buy one get one coupon. That is something else that, for example, a couple weeks ago they had an Axe deal. I think it was either Axe. It was one of the men's body wash deals they had at CVS for if you spent $15, you got $5 cash back or something like that. But I had all these buy one get one coupons, so I used those, and next thing you know, I had my price was whittled down to, it was like under $1 a bottle, and they start out at like $6, I think. So, buy one get one coupons on a buy one get one deal, even sometimes they'll, I've actually had cashiers at CVS do that for me, and I know that that's not always the case depending on the store, depending on the cashier. And that's what I was going to tell you. These rules don't always apply at every store. It depends sometimes even on your cashier. And if, so that's why a lot of times you take your coupon policy with you. So that can either work to your advantage or that can work to your disadvantage. Sometimes I have cashiers who are totally accepting of, like, if it's a buy one get one in the store and I have a buy one get one coupon, I've had that happen before, where they will actually take, and I'll pay for the first one. I'll get buy one get one, but then I have the coupon. It's like in the end I get like 2 or 3 of them free. So it just depends on your cashier even. And then the next time I'll go and they might not do that. So, and coupon fraud is something, that we really do need to talk about. And that's, it's not okay. And we talk about this in our blogging groups all the time, that you don't want to be, you want to play fair. And so you don't want to be stealing. And so ethically we have to be careful because, you just want to make sure that, that you're doing, and that's why I feel that the whole Walgreens thing sometimes is unethical because that person should not be allowed to go in and wipe out a whole entire store. There's other people in that community, and in the scheme of the world, do you really need 30 or 40 boxes of tampons for yourself? I mean, yeah, okay, and I think a lot of times people are actually doing it to sell it from their home. Like I talked to somebody the other day, I was on the news at noon in our local area where they actually interviewed me for about 5 minutes. And, one of the guys in the studio actually was telling me that he goes to his sister's house and he pays her $1 for every item. And I've seen it at yard sales. I've seen people have all this stuff at yard sales and things like that. So for me personally, it's kind of, for those of us that are deal bloggers, it's probably a little annoying, because unless you're going to donate it all to charity, you're not going to need, a skid full of this or that usually. So I know that that's why I have not watched Extreme Couponing, just so you know. I've only seen one episode of it once. I really just haven't been able to bring myself to watch it all the time because I know that I've just heard some things. The one I watched, the one guy was an actual, kind of ministry guy. He was giving it away. So you have to just be careful. Like I said, the other thing is, coupon fraud is against the law. So if you're, and that's hard because, sometimes if you're committing coupon fraud, you don't necessarily know it. We find printables, online that we're not sure. We're assuming that it's legitimate. We find a link somewhere, and so we have no control really over whether or not, obviously we go through coupons.com for the most part for our printables, but sometimes I'm even concerned about the rebates that are online, because how do you know this isn't some fake, whatever. So I have to, we try to be really careful about what we post, and so Laura's right. Always check the coupon fraud site. She's exactly right. So, that's another way to kind of keep in check with some of those things to make sure that, that everything is legit. But I don't necessarily always check every single printable coupon to make sure that it's legitimate or not. I mean, a lot of times I'll go in and I've never, ever had an experience yet, where they've ever, ever questioned any of the coupons I've ever had. Most of mine have the markings on them. So I'm just looking, Courtney's got some tips here for us. Using the back of the door plastic shoe holder for seasoned packets, but Extreme Couponers hardly gives tips. Yeah, right. So yeah, so those are some things too that, that you definitely want to, keep out for, just some of the ethical things. So with that being said, I just, before we kind of, break for the night here, do you have any questions that we've gone over? I do want to show you one or two things, and that is obviously most of you have at least liked the fan page. I know that a lot of you came from the fan page. Hopefully when you're you're either signed up for the email list. If not, you can sign up here for it. But also I tell people, hey, you can hide us on Facebook, but then you're going to miss some of the deals. Okay, let me just check Hyacinth's question right here. Our manufacturing Catalina is good at any store. If you go through Coupon Network, I know that you have to register your store card there. They call those Catalinas. They're not printables, but they're just, sometimes they are, in your specific store. You have to basically use it at the store usually that it came from, unless you happen to have a store that has a policy that accepts them. So that's going to vary depending on what store you're at. But most of the time, Catalinas are only good at the store from which they came. If they say manufacturer's coupon on them and there's no store logo, I say there's no reason why you shouldn't try it at another store, though. So, for example, you're at Walgreens, and there's a Catalina that prints out. Now, see, Walgreens, they all say at the top, I think, just specifically redeemable only at Walgreens, it says. But, for Giant, I'm not sure. I've never looked to see if the Catalina actually says that or not. So I'm going to have to check that next time. That's a great question. But I would look. And so these Catalinas are basically print out, like I know that our grocery store locally prints out, coupons that, based on what you bought, it'll print out a coupon for maybe the next time you come. But the other thing, so basically an in-store coupon on the receipt. It's not on the receipt. It's actually separate. There's a little separate machine that it's like when we check out at the self-checkout at our Giant, it'll say, please take the printable coupons that are printed from, the machine. And so it's not where your receipt prints out. It's actually up top. Yes, Kmart, I did notice my local Kmart did actually have one of those. So I did notice that Kmart's been printing out Catalinas also. So there are actually like at Kmart, I've noticed on the Catalinas you can get free items a lot at Kmart, and so I don't shop a lot at my Kmart, so I don't know that store as well, but I know that I've got things basically from the Catalinas there. I think I got a free soda one time. I got free popcorn one time. So there were just different things that I've received from those Catalinas. But Walgreens is the only drugstore that's going to carry Catalinas. CVS and Rite Aid do not have Catalinas. Their things either come at CVS, they come out of the coupon kiosk, or at both Rite Aid and CVS, they'll print off on the bottom of your receipt. So, okay, Jody's saying that Kroger also does Catalinas. So it just depends on your local store. But like I said, check out your local store website, see if they have coupons that are printable from their website also. Like I said, please come to our website too and print from ourcoupons.com. We also, if you come down, have another list of coupons through My Savings that you can print off of there also. So we actually, right on the front of our blog, have two printable coupons that you can kind of coupon areas, I should say, that you can print from there. But the other thing, let me show you a couple other things, tips before we go, is Surviving the Stores is a girlfriend of mine that gives me matchups every Friday for printable coupons for retail and restaurant. She's my favorite. And I go to her site because at the top, across the top here, you'll notice restaurant and retail coupon databases. So I love to come here for every weekend. If we go out to eat, I come here first. Or if I'm going to go shopping, I come to the retail. But if you look at restaurant, you basically come down and she shows you all the available restaurant coupons. So like if there's nothing available, a lot of times I notice that the logo isn't there. But if there is something available, then she has it up there. So here, we tend to go to Ruby Tuesdays a lot, and I actually get a lot of buy one get one coupons for Ruby Tuesdays meals. So we save a lot that way. But right now I see that there's no Ruby Tuesdays up there, so that means that there's no coupon available. But also for retail, I love to go here because we have outlets near us where I can get a lot of steals. So I'll come here for Old Navy a lot or Gap. Okay, so like here there's an Old Navy or Oshkosh sometimes I'll get for them also. But if you click on it, then it will also show you, okay, here's a $10 off $50 purchase. It'll take you to wherever you can find that coupon. So that's why I love to go to Surviving the Stores. She's one of my favorites as far as the restaurant and the retail coupons. Also, believe it or not, like I said, if you get the coupon packs that come in the mail, if you get the Wednesday newspaper sometimes also has the coupons in it for it also, but we get these value packs of coupons that come in the mail. So these are just some of the different places where you can get coupons. Another one, if you I don't know if you guys saw a couple days ago on the blog, but we actually had let me see if I can Google it for you, but we often will show you on the blog where you can get coupons by sending in. But like if you do P&G, Procter & Gamble Everyday Solutions, a lot of times you can go in there and print off. Here, if you click on samples and coupons, excuse me, you have to actually go in. It says, where is it here? But you have to log in. I'm looking for it. All right, up here. Sign up or log in. You can get coupons from them also. Excuse me. You can also go to, I think it's, if you go to Arm & Hammer, I know that you can print theirs a year. they tell you on the site that you can only print twice a year. Yeah, here. So, like, we use Arm & Hammer kitty litter, so obviously twice a year I'm going to come here and I'm going to print off that coupon on maybe, and then I might have my mom sign up and I'll print twice from hers and use that. So, these are just some different, and obviously, you can't, that's why we as bloggers try to bring all the coupons that we can to you so that you're not having to go out and do all this work. That's why we're doing it, so hopefully we're helping you. And if you come down here to the categories of coupon or coupon codes on our blog, that will actually take you to all the posts that I've categorized as coupons or coupon codes. Now, one other thing that I wanted to show you while we're here is I wanted to show you there's Ebates. And if you need a sign-up link, I'm asking you please sign up underneath my link if you're willing to sign up. But I do Ebates all the time. It's cash back. And what I do is I'll give you an invite link if you want one. And like today, whatever you buy at Macy's, you get 6% cash back. So I'm going to click on Macy's. I'm going to see what the coupon codes are for that day. It's not going to let me show me without logging in. But anyways, it shows you down here all the coupon codes that are available for Macy's that day. And so it even helps you, But the other one that you can use is Retail Me Not. Now, not as far as cashback. I'm sorry. Cashback through Ebates is the only one that does cashback. But you have to use their coupon codes usually to get your cashback. So I don't know if you go to Retail Me Not and get another coupon code. I don't know if you can use that for cashback, but it's worth trying. That's for sure. I know that. And we give you coupon codes all the time on the blog also for different stores. But Retail Me Not, the reason that I like it is because it has printable coupons on there. If you're looking for a printable coupon to take in the store. So like if I type in JCPenney, a lot of times it'll give me the coupon codes. But if there is a printable coupon right here, see, it says printable coupon for $10 off a $50 purchase. So here's another one, $10 off 50. And it kind of tells you the success rate of those coupons. So these are some of my favorite sites. So hopefully you guys have learned at least something while you were here tonight. I hope that I know Retail Me Not, yeah, it's not always reliable, but it's always, like, to me, it's always worth a try. Okay, Tracy's asking, the categories for my coupon binder are, let me just go ahead and type it out here in a Word document so that you guys can kind of all see it on the screen. But so I do, like, because I have so many air freshener coupons that come out. I do air freshener, baby, dishes, and cleaning. Then I have, let me think what comes. I have laundry. No, I'm sorry, I have hair supplies, laundry, lotion. And here's the thing, lotion, deodorant, soap, all go in the same one for me because a lot of times those coupons come together. Then I do Maxis. I know some people, you might want to choose tampons. I don't know. You might have your own category for that, for feminine hygiene maybe. But this is just a quicker way for me to remember. Then I have makeup, and then I have medicine, and then I have paper products, and then I have, what's my last one? Oh, no, I'm sorry, shaving and anything tooth related. Okay, so it's just kind of a generality that I go through. And then for food, obviously, the ones that we kind of go through, I don't always go in alphabetical order here, but I have dairy, I have canned and boxed kind of go together, baking supplies, I have meat, so like deli meats, lunch meats, regular meats, things like that. I have, where am I? I'm forgetting some of them now because I don't have it in front of me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm drawing a blank there a little bit. So we have, frozen foods is another one. Candy and snacks. Another one that my husband did for me is cereal and breakfast bars. Yes, thank you. Or just breakfast in general, you might want to do. We also do beverages, you're right. So, goodness, I cannot even spell tonight. Okay, beverages and then refrigerated. Maybe you have a refrigerated food aisle, that kind of thing. So, you're going to kind of base this around what you feel. Oh, that's right. Thank you, Jennifer. I forgot condiments too. See, I need to have my list in front of me, and I should have had that ready. I'm sorry. So these are some of the different areas that, you might want to, have to kind of help yourself, and also maybe, okay, Laura, you're saying about batter, or no, I'm sorry, not Laura, Charlotte, have miscellaneous things like batteries. Believe it or not, I kind of always shove those into paper products. I don't know why I do that. That's just the way I've categorized it. But I put like uh, like saran wrap and Ziploc and all paper products and that kind of thing. They all go into my paper for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, you might want to definitely have like a miscellaneous category for these extra things that don't fall into the other categories. But I have always just kind of put them somewhere that kind of seemed to fit in for me. So, and then obviously, like I said, I keep my restaurant and retail, like store coupons, I keep those either in the very front of my binder where I keep my definites, or I keep it in my car. So I always have it with me. So, but basically the other thing that we didn't really talk about that we probably should get into next time a little bit more is, and I just see that let me see, is that Courtney who's saying that? Yeah, Courtney's talking about is planning your trip. So maybe next time we need to really talk about sitting down and planning out a trip. And the other thing that I want to show you before we kind of end for this evening is on the coupon, if you come to our store matchups that we do for you, many of you don't even maybe know that we have this feature. But if you go down the list of the deals and you're like, okay, what's free at CVS this week? And not every single grocery store can we do this way, because that's the one thing that we've tried to spoil our fans with is this click and print list, and not all blogs can afford to implement it. And so if you take a look here and you click on, okay, I want the Brita. Okay, I want to do this deal. I want to do this deal. I want to do this deal. And this one. Okay, and you're going through and your deals that you want to do. You'll notice that they come up on the right-hand side. And then all you have to do is print this. You click print and you print it right off your computer. So that basically it's so convenient, because then, like, I print my own list out from my own blog. I mean, every week that I do matchups for CVS or whatever, then I have this all prints out with it. So then I take that paper with me and I go over to my coupon binder or whatever wherever my coupons are, and I'm going to pull out based on what's on my paper, so I'm not trying to do it from the computer screen. We wanted to give you a way that was convenient for you to be able to do the deals and, take the printable, and actually, to be honest with you, we have a lot of local followers, and when I went to CVS on Thanksgiving morning, by the way, that's the best CVS Extra Care Buck deal of the year, is Thanksgiving morning. I go every year and I walk out with over $200 worth of, I start with like 7 each year, and then I get all this free stuff in the end, but that was a great day, Laura. So you end up the girl at CVS said that there were people, they had a line around the whole side of the building, and she said that a lot of them had my printable list in their hands. So that was kind of exciting to know that some of my followers and fans actually are using the list, because this is expensive for us to incorporate. We have to pay every month. I'm so sorry, my phone's been ringing all night, but we actually have to pay every month to be able to have this for our fans. So we really want you guys to use it, because if you're not going to use it, it's not worth it just for me to use it. We want everyone else to be able to use it too. So do me a favor, on the blog, or either here in the chat or on the Facebook wall, can you please just share with me what you want to cover next? If there's something that you want to cover, whether it's rolling transactions specifically, whether it's price matching, just let me know what you think. Oh, so planning the trip. Do we want to we can definitely go with how to plan our trip. Hang on one second, guys. Tell Daddy that Mommy's doing a class. Sorry about that. My husband's on his way home here. So, okay. So long story short, we'll do planning a trip definitely as part of next week, and we'll do maybe some rolling transactions. And a lot of that does involve math. So hopefully you guys had a great first coupon webinar. Please let everybody on the wall know that you had an experience, so that other people want to come to our next one, and we can hopefully everyone can learn. So hope you guys have a great night. Courtney's probably recording, so hopefully this will be up on the blog at some point. We'll have a link to it in the next day or two with the recording. So hope you guys have a great night, and we'll see you here in a couple days. Thanks so much.